All right, good afternoon, everybody. It's Lenny, Native Customs, Upholstery and Gunworks. I'm back again. So I got another one for you tonight. Another set of guns came in. They're both exactly the same. Customer wanted to get one for him and his wife. They're new shooters. They're new to the game of guns. And I recommended a gun that really is not that expensive, but it's still a really good gun because they're not sure how far they're going to go when it comes to guns. So I didn't think it was something they ought to spend a lot of money on the first gun. They need to get a good gun, but not spend a whole lot of money because they don't know if this is something they want to continue or not. They do in the process of getting their carry permit. They got their HQL. So they wanted to purchase a gun and then see how it is. And they've been to different places and they looked at different guns, and the price of guns can go from here to there. So what I recommended was a gun that I bought before to see how it was. I was impressed with it for the price range. I was very impressed with it. It's not a great high quality gun like you would. That's $1,000 gun, but it's also not a really cheap $100 gun. So it's right in there. It's right in there. It's a nice gun. So let me show you what I got. So what we got is a Smith & Wesson. You know, Smith & Wesson's a good name. That's the reason I went with that, because Smith & Wesson's been around a long time. A Smith & Wesson SD9. Now, I had bought one of these before because I've seen the reviews on it. They're not bad. They're not bad guns. They're pretty decent quality. They're pretty nice guns. So they didn't want, the one that I bought was black handle, chrome slide. They wanted something a little different. So what they went with is this one here. So it's like a tan or a brown, I guess you'd call it. So this is a Smith & Wesson SD9. Really nice gun. I really like it. For the price range of this particular gun, especially when you're starting out and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money. Because some of the Smith & Wesson guns, like the MEPs, they can go up there. They can get up in price range. They can get way up there. And they're worth it. They're worth the money. But when you're starting out into the gun business, and sorry, not gun business, but you start out in getting guns, it's hard to justify, at least that's how I felt, justify spending $1,000 on your first gun because you don't know what you like until you get it. Now, I did tell them to go out to different places and feel different guns, and they did, and they felt some here and they felt some there, but it really didn't have a decision on what they wanted. So they just asked me for a recommendation. So this is what I did. I believe this is a good starter gun. It's a decent quality gun. You're not going to have any problem with this gun. It's not going to fall apart on you. It's not going to misfire. It's not going to have an issue. I like the gun. It actually shoots really well. The one that I bought was the exact same gun, except it was black handle, chrome upper, and it shot great. And then I sold it. I had a customer come in for the same reason, looking for a first gun, so I sold it to him. It was a great gun. Nothing wrong with it. It shot very well. I was very happy with it. Let's make sure she's empty real quick. We'll check this thing out. All right. So, no magazine. Empty. Okay, so it's really set up just like a regular Smith & Wesson, almost like an MEP, pretty much close to the same. Now, the difference between this and some of the Smith & Wesson MEPs, it doesn't have a safety here, or it doesn't have a grip safety here. Okay, but it does have a trigger safety. So, and it works really well. I mean, the trigger is not like the $1,000 gun, but it's also a lot better than the $150 gun. A lot better. So it's actually pretty good. It's got a decent trigger. It's really not bad. It's got a little bit of take up on it. You can see it right here. A little bit of take up on it. And then it's a pretty crisp trigger. There it is. And then reset is not too bad. Up here. There it is right there. And then you're back to the wall. Now, the reset goes a little further before you hit the wall. A lot of times, some of the more expensive guns, as soon as you the reset, it's right there on the wall. This one, you have to come back down to the wall just a little bit, and then there it is again, and then there it is again. So it's not bad. It's pretty decent. Now, it also has some safety features. It has a feature where you can actually see inside here, just like some of the MEP guns, the MEP style. It has where you can see there's a shell in there. Okay, that's pretty nice to have. It's pretty cool. I like the color of this. It's better than I thought it was going to be. Actually, a pretty decent looking gun. I actually really like this. It's not bad. Again, I had one of these and I carried it for a while and I really liked it. It's not real thick. Okay. It's got a pretty decent handle on it. Okay. It's got a pretty decent trigger well. It's not too big, not too small. I can get my big Lincoln logs in there. So that's not bad. I can get all my fingers on the handle, which is a good plus, especially if you got big fingers and big hands like me. And it's a pretty good gun. It's a 4-inch barrel on it. And it's got the night sights on it. Take a look. See that? Now, they're not adjustable, but I can tell you the one that I have not shot these, and I'm not going to, but the one that I had shot very well. About, 10, 12 feet? It was dead on. And that's all you need when you're carrying. You don't need to be, a lot of yardage away, 50, 75 feet, stuff like that. You don't need that far away, 17 yards, 20 yards. Hopefully you never have to use your gun, but a lot of times it's going to be up close. If you need to use your gun, and up close, you want to make sure you're going to hit exactly what you're pointing at. And this thing will do it. I believe this is a nice starter gun. This is just my opinion. It's my opinion because I had one just like this, and I really liked it. It was my first gun. The first one I bought wasn't a good gun. I paid more than I should for it, a whole lot more, and it was a value to me. It was like a $150 gun. And I still got it because it was my first pistol I bought when I got my carry permit. It was my very first pistol. I had no idea what I was doing. So this is the reason I do these videos, so you can have an idea, so you can see what I think. Okay, again, this is something you're interested in. It's a Smith & Wesson SD9. It comes with one magazine, and it's a nice gun. If this is a good starter, good Christmas present also. Okay, it's Lenny, Native Customs. They also call me Big Sexy. Big Sexy is out.